Hey, how's it going? If you're new to the channel, then welcome, and if you're returning, then welcome back, and we got another hardcore Iron Man progress video today, 3 days in a row now, so the hype is real. Now that we've got 80 fire making, I decided that's a good time to leave Wintertod, because when you have lower stats, you don't get as good of loot that you could get if you had higher stats. And I know next time I come back, I'll have higher HP, and it'll use up more food, but it's a worthwhile trade-off to me. Also, I was kind of getting sick of Wintertod, so I need some kind of excuse to leave. But the grind for the Rune Axe is still on, and we're not going to be getting Fairytale 1 done for a while because we still need that Nature Talisman. So now we're going to go to Zeah and unlock the Woodcutting Guild because we finally got 60 woodcutting at Wintertod. But in order to do that, we have to get 75% favor in the Hosidius house. Before doing all of that though, the first thing we need to do is the Client of Karen quest, because once you do that, it doubles the amount of favor you gain from every house. And it's a 15-minute quest without teleports, so instead of spending 10 plus hours in total for the houses, it's only going to take half of that, so this quest is easily worth it. I feel like there should be more quests with Zeah. Like, before the Client of Karen quest, there really wasn't anything. I mean, even this quest doesn't teach you anything about Zeah, it just makes you walk around for a bit to see each of the houses, but that's really all. You just get thrown into this huge continent with no explanation and with the assumption that you'll know exactly what you're doing, which I can expect is very confusing for new members. Like, every single area in RuneScape has its own set of quests and explanations for what's going on. Like, with the gnomes, you have the whole Monkey Madness quest line, Mauritania, you have the Priest Imperial quest line. You got the Regicide quest for the elf area, the Desert Treasure quest line for the desert. I mean, it goes on and on, but for some reason, Zeah has nothing. But it's a good thing we have the RuneScape wiki and YouTube to explain stuff for us. We finished Client of Karen, and another benefit of it is you can choose a house to automatically get 20% favor put into. And normally I would have chosen it in a slower house like Piscarillis or something, but favor doesn't lock in until you hit 100%, and I'm trying to rush the Hosidius house, so I would have lost all that favor if I put it into a different house anyways. The quest also gives a couple of 500 XP lamps, which isn't a lot of XP, but it's still enough to get us 2 Herblore levels. So we've got 20 Herblore now, and we still haven't trained the skill, so I don't think that's too bad. And we are starting the favor grind now, and we've got to push these plows until 45% to move on to the next task. It's weird, I could have sworn the first time I did this on the day of release that you had to click on the plow every time that you want to push it one square. I don't know if it changed, but I don't know, I'm probably just remembering it wrong. This thing randomly gives 10 farming XP, and when you repair it you get 10 crafting XP, and every once in a while when you're pushing it your favor goes up by 0.2%. So we should gain a couple farming levels because I expect we'll be here for a little while. If you're planning on getting Hosidius favor and go to push the plows, then use this field right here, the one north of Tithe Farm, because it's the longest one out of all of them, so you get the most amount of time between having to run around the plow at the end. I was not expecting to get a crafting level from doing this, but we got 35 crafting. By the way, if you were wondering what I named my buffalo chicken, her name is LeBron. And right before we hit 45% favor, we got level 6 farming, which doesn't make a difference because I'm still waiting to do Fairytale 1 and the other farming XP quest before I actually start training it. But we are off to the kitchen now, and I've got no idea what I'm doing here or how I'm supposed to make the food and what ingredients everything needs, so I'm just gonna wing it and figure it out as I go. It's so funny, I feel like I'm on a cooking show, but like in a comedy skit where I'm burning all the food and eventually end up setting the kitchen on fire. See, it wasn't that bad. We made some nice stews and didn't even burn that many. This was a lot more cooking XP and a lot more favor gain than I was expecting it to be, because when you cook each thing you get like 1 to 3 XP each, so I thought I was going to get like 10 XP for serving all the food, but that's actually decent. Now, this might already be a common method because I've got no clue about training in Ultimate Iron Man, but I feel like this might be a good method for Ultimate Iron Man to get their cooking up since you don't have to worry about fishing or dropping anything. Here we go, and with this inventory of food we have 75% favor, which means we're able to enter the Woodcutting Guild, but we're going to stay here to get 100% favor since it's pretty fast and we're already here, so we might as well just finish it off so it'll stay locked in. Last inventory of meat pies now, and this will give us enough favor to push us to 100%, and we got a nice XP drop giving us level 52 cooking. Favor does not lock in just because you hit 100% though. You have to have started the Architectural Alliance mini quest, which you can do by talking to Hosa right outside of the catacombs. And then each time you get 100% favor in a house, you just talk to the architect for that corresponding house and then it stays locked in. Hosa just so happens to be the architect for the Hosidius house, so we're knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone this way. We are in the Woodcutting Guild now, and there's a sawmill right here too, so making planks is going to be chill once we get some money saved up. but if you look around with the camera and just see how many trees are here, and then you see the bank right there, it seriously looks like a private server. Like, this does not look like it's a part of RuneScape. But we got the cash out of the bank, and you gotta be kidding me, dude. It's over 40k for a rune axe. I don't know what kind of scam they're trying to run here. Like, I did get some money from Wintertide, but not like an insane amount. I know I'm gonna regret spending all this money when I unlock tree spirits, but I really just want a rune axe now so I can train woodcutting without having to use that steel axe. I thought the willows and maples at the woodcutting guild were gonna be closer to the bank, but they're actually kind of far away, so we're gonna head back to Catherby and get some levels there. What I'm thinking is we're gonna AFK a bit of woodcutting because I haven't been able to really play my main for so long, and I've just been AFKing this whole time I've been playing on the hardcore. So we're gonna get some easy woodcutting and fletching levels to add to the total level a bit and make the account look better than it actually is. It's been a decent amount of time since I posted some main account progress, and I haven't made like an insane amount of progress, but I do have a lot of clips for more videos. It's just that right now I have so many hardcore Iron Man clips and I'm progressing so fast on this account that I haven't had too many chances to post other videos. Also, I've been struggling with how to label it. Like, should I just continue with the current Road to Max playlist or start a new playlist about post-max progress? And then how do I name them? Do I just give them episode numbers like this, or base them around my virtual level, or rank sum, or total XP, or just not even give them a special series and just make random videos with progress? I don't know, there's just so many options, but I'll figure it out and I'll get those videos out at some point. But thank you for listening to me rant, because believe it or not, this actually does help for me to think out loud and physically say it. But anyways, if any of you have done the Halloween event, I'm sorry, but that ending was so unnecessary. Everything about it was perfect up until the underwater part, which took like longer than the rest of the quest took. I did the event on my main first, so I already knew what I was doing once I did it on this account, but that was such a painful experience doing this underwater thing twice. Also, when you finish an event for the first time on an account, you unlock every single item from that event since release, so my inventory just got spammed with all this junk, basically just a bunch of stuff to destroy. I do have a special connection with the zombie head though, because that was the first ever item I got on my account when I first started in 2005. But I think my favorite event item is the Easter ring from 2006, which turns you into an egg, and I use that so much on my main, and like even 5 and more years later after it came out, I still used it all the time. And a lot of people would get confused and had no idea how I was doing that. Like, every year for Easter, people would gather around in Varrock or at the GE and all sit in a line as eggs to celebrate. And it was so funny, one year we got a whole line of people going all the way through Varrock. But anyways, that's enough nostalgia for today. Back to woodcutting, and we got level 65 woodcutting. And we got 50 fletching, so we could fletch maple shortbows, but I feel like that would be a waste of maple logs. And we've got plenty of willows banked now, so the willow longbow grind is going to have to continue. There's kind of a trade-off between skills when you're an Iron Man, by the way, and you could go for faster woodcutting XP and slower fletching XP, or slower woodcutting XP but faster fletching XP. But luckily we had just enough willow logs banked to get us to 55 fletching, so we can make maple longbows now, which is going to be nice because those will give more GP from the general store too. We had over 2,500 unstrung willow longbows, so I sold most of them at the general store, and I know I could have hopped worlds to get the most GP out of them, but it doesn't seem worth it to me at this point, because all the time I spend doing that, I could just be cutting more logs and gaining more XP. Not sure if I've mentioned this before, by the way, but I love gaining XP. So if you remember from a few episodes ago, we got both pieces for the crystal key, so we're going to make that now and run over to Taverley and see what we can get. I know a Dragonstone is a guaranteed drop no matter what, but I'm hoping to get rune plate legs, but that's the rarest one, so I'm not going to get my hopes up. And we got 2 diamonds and 2 rubies. So I guess that's decent, but I'm mostly excited for the Dragonstone. And I know we've still got a lot of crafting and magic levels to go before we get to making a glory, but I am still hyped for it. And because we didn't get the rune plate legs, we're going to have to settle for adamant. And we definitely need to upgrade the gear because I've been rocking the hardcore armor this whole time, which is the same as iron. We are at the famous Louis legs in Al-Kharid, and apparently every single world is overstocked with addy plate legs. I guess selling them here is a money-making method or something. I don't know, because I didn't see any bots in any world, so I'm kind of confused. Seriously though, every single world was overstocked, and I know I could have gone there with my main and bought out the overstock, but that would be cheating and a waste of XP on my main. Ended up just buying the mithril plate legs because we're not going to need so much armor for sand crabs since they're so weak. And I'm trying to save money too because once we finish Dragon Slayer, we're going to be spending a lot on rune armor anyways. I just ran to Varrock to not waste a law rune and made a little detour to the sawmill to buy some steel nails because we're going to need those for Dragon Slayer and I don't want to have to make an extra trip later. Since we got the mithril plate legs, of course, we got to get the plate body from Horvik. And now that we got that out of the way, we are looking amazing right now. All I'm missing is a brass necklace, a chef's hat, and a red cape. I think it's a good idea to get some range armor too, because we still have level 1 range, and we gotta get that up, so this will be nice until we get 40 and do Dragon Slayer for the green dragon hide. And we're right by the archery store anyway, so might as well trade low to get some arrows. I'm not even sure if I'll have to use the bow and arrows or not, because I still have all those bronze knives from when I was training smithing. Oh my god, look at all the buffalo chickens flying around. LeBron has found her people. But it is time to bring this episode to an end. Will Mudkip ever get a nature talisman? Does Subway get their buffalo chicken from Zeah? Why Fletch? Find out the answers to all these questions and more on the next episode of Hardcore Iron Man. And if you want to make some friends, feel free to join the Discord, which I have linked in the description, or join my clan chat Mudkip as well to meet some awesome people there too. If you're enjoying the Hardcore Iron Man series, then please give the video a like so that I know you want to see more of it in the future. And if you want to stay updated on the videos and see more from me, then please subscribe to the channel. It really would mean so much. But I would just like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow.